Alright, he is back. For some reason my internet disconnected because it's garbage.
Three, two, go.
Anyway, here is the turn version.
Wait, no way. There's no way.
Bro, there's literally nothing I can do about that. Alright, so, basically... Alright, it's time to do the worst thing I've ever thought of doing. There it is. There it is. I really can't. Alright, this is the worst thing to thought of doing. There it is. I really can't. Oh, don't. Oh, God. This is the worst thing to thought of doing.
No.
I really can't. Oh, don't. Oh, God. This is the worst thing to thought of doing.
No.
Oh,
no. Oh no. Oh
God.
no.
This is the worst thing to thought of doing.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no.
this is
It's
the worst
horrible.
thing to thought of doing.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no.
this is
It's
the worst
horrible.
thing to thought of doing.
This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no.
this is
It's
the worst
horrible.
thing to thought of doing.
This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no.
this is
It's
the worst
horrible.
thing to thought of doing.
This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no.
this is
It's
the worst
horrible.
thing to thought of doing.
This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no.
this is
It's
the worst
horrible.
thing to thought of
This
doing.
is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
God,
no. It's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's horrible.
Wait, no way.
This is so bad.
There's no way.
Oh no. This is so bad.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Run Windows, Linux, and more on your Mac with unmatched performance and
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da 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 da
Pictures and sounds in this video are real, true. Phase 4, for example, is a real police sketch of Derek Todd Lee, which I think is next, actually. Yeah, I got close, but no. If a dog is smelling you at a certain part of your body all the time, you might have cancer because dogs can smell cancer. They can also lick and nip on it as well. Oh god! Hold on a sec. Yeah. Wait, phase 4? What do you mean phase 4? We're already way past phase 4. Dogs can also know when dogs can know when earthquake will happen. They just sense seismic activity. Okay. When cats or guys, not just they'll not just want to, they will eat their owners. They will eat their owners, and it's beyond their will. They have to eat them for survival. Real shit facts. I mean, these literally just for survival. I do agree with this too. Cows have best friends. True but not disturbing. And that's a bad thing? But you know what could be disturbing? They're best friends. The world's largest tsunami only killed 5 people because it was in Alaska. There were actually much bigger tsunamis when dinosaurs died. What? 2.5 miles high? Dang! Who drew this picture? I don't know the age of who made it, but I've heard others say it was made by a 9-year-old. A kid drew this? What? A 9-year-old what? That is terrifying. Very true. Yeah. It's actually 4.4. Guys, yeah. This meme used to have 10 phases and used to be under 1 minute. If you knew this meme back in 2021, yeah, I knew this meme at an old trailer I was in. is stronger than you think. Some people die from being bitten by humans. This is due to the large amount of bacteria in their mouth. True and false. A Roblox player got banned forever just for saying GG. Didn't find anybody getting banned forever just for saying this, but there have been multiple players that got banned for this. I think because GG, most people think it means get good. It's just bull, bro. It means good game. But yeah, you can get banned for saying that. Oh my god, this is so true. Sucks, but it's just what private companies do. Website owners can do whatever they want. They can ban people because just because they want to, because it's their website. Okay, I like this song. This is a Russian lullaby. Slow down. Tilly Tilly Bomb. You can hear it in the background. It says Tilly Tilly Bomb. That is terrifying though. That's an image of a Gary's Mod next bot called Hunger. And that is also terrifying. That is an image of a Gary's Mod next bot called Hunger. Why would they name that? Sugar Crash was originally a depression song. Looked at the lyrics and yeah. We could possibly look like this in the future. Complete bullshit. We evolved to adapt to our environment. And what environment would be favorable to evolve to look like this? There you go. This is actually, I think, Sonic song reversed. If a whale explodes, it will be so powerful. It can kill a human. You can get rotting whale innards on you, but it can't kill you. But look at that thing. Ah! Okay.
When skies have fallen down.
But yeah, this picture was originally a meme. It was the at the barber shop meme. I've actually never heard of this meme, but they had some scary effects on it. But they animated it like this too? For this? But apparently, what actually is disturbing is that this song is now reversed, and it's not slowed down, but it was in Paper Mario! It was made in Paper Mario! This is in Paper Mario. This song right here. That's in Paper Mario. That's in Paper Mario. I don't. That's what's disturbing. One time, someone got kidnapped, and the kidnappers put a neck bomb on his neck and made him rob a bank to get $250K in under 50 minutes, or else the bomb would explode. What? Not enough information. Couldn't find information on this story. There is a second thing to this. I know there is. This is also 28 minutes long. Jesus. Also, yeah, what are you gonna do the whole thing? Just do it. He ended up only getting $8K and he got arrested. All the police, all the police put him against the wall and backed away because of the bomb. It didn't help him. His head exploded on. What? I thought it was gonna be way louder than that, by the way. But that literally sounded like it was on a TV. Alright, get on with it. Get on with it. Thank you. Yep, that's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. I've heard about that in school as well. A teacher literally said that people can literally kill themselves or harm people because of school. Either bullying, stress, or other factors. Just the school itself. Learning, like, bro. Also, why does this one sound like... Why does this one sound like it's from... Why does this one sound like it's on TV, bruh? Because the teacher, I don't think she explained how the whole kill yourself thing, but she explained that do most people harm other students because of bullying and stress too. So that's why they have a lot of This also sounds like it's on TV. Us breathing is a way of ending the world. So if we want to hurt, so if we want the Earth to still be here, one way is to one way is to just please do it. I know it's not even gonna be that loud. I know it's not gonna be loud because it sounds like it's from a TV. Also, this is slow down Tinky Tank. This is slow down Tinky Tank. It's about to happen right now. Stop breathing or die. There's many other ways, but this doesn't have to be the way to help the world, but it works. One person died by spilling his water onto a cliff, slipping on it, and fell off to his death. What? Couldn't find information for this one either. Dang, girl. This video's got 16 more minutes until it's over. It's actually 19 more minutes. God, why does this have to be so long? That's what I'm saying. The driller almost made this meme die. Option arguably true. Most MIBU fans think this, and most non-MIBU fans. But Mr. Dweller, this is Epic Slayer guy, so not. So yeah, it's not Sammy Dips. It's Sammy Dip. It's Sammy Dip. There's three names. Mr. Dweller, Epic Slayer guy, and
gives you over 150 lag-free real-time voice changers and unlimited soundboards. Whether
it's Sammy DP. Also, before Dr. Seuss got famous, he made sad/racist jokes. He depicted the Japanese in a pretty unfortunate way. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I've ever heard of this, but yeah, even the even the most child-friendly person has to do something. This is obviously hungry. Is it like I forgot it was? It's hungry something. This also sounds like it's from a TV. What the hell?
You stupid little boy.
This is a real sound recorded in the deep ocean, but what's causing the sound is unknown. Now, yeah, where did this kid even get this from? Is this the same kid who was talking about that strange hairy beast? What, Bigfoot? Anyway, no, I think it was in a attic. They just did not know what was making the noise. But something was making the noise, the yelling noise, but nothing was in there, so they don't know what was making the noise. This is the midi noise scary sound ever. Here's a link to the video of the sound. Yep. Probably don't listen to it if you're easily scared. Kids are starting to think Scooby Toilet. Yeah. For what I know, these kids don't really care about. Yeah, I know that. I'm done with that shit. I'm not done with it. People in the 2030s might get nostalgia over. Yeah. This is the part of people growing old and starting to miss what they had. Yep. It's probably true. Yep, that one's true. Jane's for real, Jane's for real. Jane's for real even explained about kids smoking and vaping. But not to look cool, but it's true. I know because I grew up with these types of kids. Yup. And to this day, it's still the same thing. And James for real made a video a few days ago about stealing someone's vape. That is terrifying. One of the actors died because he was only 22. There were many films. There were many films that people look up. Yup. No one was gonna die if it was for real. Yeah, it is one of those. Yeah. What? I thought it was a website where you could buy face. Last year, people sent over $5.8 billion. Yup, it's actually 5.6. Dang, that much? What? These videos are not easy to make. These videos are not easy to make. It takes a few hours or a few days to make these. There are many types of videos that take much longer to make. Oh no, my life is so hard. Yeah, it's fake. That is so not true. How come we went from Mr. Incredible to Smile Dog to a smile dog, Troll's face. And now we just went back to another Troll's face. When did Mr. Incredible become Troll's? North Korea committing suicide was illegal now because many people committed suicide there. Suicide wasn't made illegal, but authorities were told to prevent suicide. But even if it was illegal, how are they going to arrest a dead body if they actually do end up killing themselves? That's just dumb. They aren't bad teachers, which is not dumb. What? That vegan teacher says bad things? Yep, that's true. That's true. She made fun accent because he wasn't vegan. This one is common. Yeah, this is obviously common knowledge. She makes fun. She says that things about kids if they are not vegan. One time it's obvious. It's common knowledge. She always just tries to roast me. If she ever roasts me about me not being vegan, I'm gonna clap back. No, God. The most amount of download CP is 123 terabytes. It was actually 1.2 petabytes or 1,200 terabytes. It was seized from an information center in 2015. So what is that? Is that Peeping Tom? Is that Peeping Tom from Trevor Henderson? What? And if only if it was free. If a kid gets, they'll die in the, they'll die in the next 3 hours. 76% of murdered adopted kids are killed within the first 3 hours. This is false as well. What's so scary about this skeleton? That's literally skeleton. That's literally skeleton. Granny's based no. There's no proof of Granny being based on a true story. And we went from Mr. Incredible to Siren Head. Ow! Hey, you make that sound. You go, ah! Bro? Back then there was a YouTube account where if you added 66 to URL, you add to URL 666, you'll see blood and scary disturbing stuff. It's kind of ironic these things are creepy. That creepy bosses are real. And if it were real, many people's computers would be completely destroyed. As it literally kills your computer. It's like a computer virus, but from a freaking URL. ScaryMemes.com is a website where if you get to level 3, you get jump scared. Honestly, it's a fun way to rank your friends. I remember seeing somebody watch a whole thing after being jump scared by it. Yeah, I literally saw that meme too. That is so funny. That is such a funny meme. Also, that's another skeleton. But it looks like he has a crown on his head. What's so scary about that? It's also chromatic. But yeah, that is actually such a funny meme. Where someone literally punched a hole through their monitor just from getting scared from it. I love that meme, bro. What's that now? Real human skeletons used to be in Disney ride. Yes. Because there's still one real skull remaining in the ride. What? No. To this day? Makes sense why. I think that's like a skeleton in the thing. Okay, that's just Country Road Creature. In 2027, California's banning Skittles. This bill doesn't ban Skittles, just for food additives. Okay, it's a theory. It's possible that your life could be a dream. Who knows? I can't see this fate anymore without thinking that about that beast fact. Yeah, I want to see that hairy beast. Wait, this is literally just that. This is literally just that trolls.exe phase, just even slower. Hold on, if you actually look up, if you look up trolls.exe, it will appear somewhere around here. Serpina and Blueface. It should, yeah, right there. There it is, right there. There's also this one right here. I have your IP address. That's how it looks, but the actual one is the brown one, as shown in one of the faces. Don't remember which face. Probably right here. This one. Don't DXE know you. I got do something. So, hey bro. But yeah. Anyway. One very weak mother died from stepping. Nah, bro. No one has ever been reported to die from stepping on a Lego. Also, that is terrifying. And that's just a little nugget. And that's literally just a little nugget. That's literally again from Trevor Henderson. How do we go from Mr. Incredible to a little nugget from Trevor Henderson? This video where a kid gets crushed by a door, and when he got stuck in between the elevator door and the regular door, the elevator went up and crushed the kid. He was only 5, and what the worst ways to die. Dang! This is like Final Destination stuff. This is like Final Destination stuff, bro. And I'm surprised this is even on YouTube. This freaking video. This freaking yeah. Somehow it's also on YouTube. I'm not watching that though. I don't want to get demonetized if I even get monetized. That's the thing. Anyway, continue. It's just a little nugget. Nothing scary about that. Someone named David Sharp was climbing Mount Everest and fell into an open space and got stuck right next to the body. Luckily, there were people there. Be very careful if you want to climb Mount Everest. right here. Yep. Cornflakes were originally made to stop people from hanging off. Back then, they thought that plain food increased the urge to have. Honestly, yeah, I don't know why. That's why I don't eat cornflakes. Homework was originally a punishment. Homework dates back to at least ancient Rome, where students were told to practice public speaking outside class. Yeah. Well, I thought. Okay, that's funny. Okay, this is also this is just reused. Also, is this mother from Bambi's aggravation? Those are the eyes, and that's the mouth. That entire thing. It looks like a mother from Bambi's aggravation. I'll show you really quick. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah. If you look closely, right here, it looks. Bro, correct me if I'm wrong. That looks exactly like this. This is a real photo. It's a Photoshop in Omega Flower's boss fight. Yeah, it's a Photoshop image. That is, yeah, I've seen that frame in Omega Flower's boss fight. This is image in the TV. What in the hell? What is that? What is that? What is that? Every 100 years, there's a new pandemic going around the world. 1519, 1619, 1719, 1819, 1919, 2019, 2119. There wasn't a pandemic in 1519, 1619, or 1719. Cholera and the Spanish flu didn't start in the year that shown. There are many years that end with 19 that aren't shown here. And many other pandemics have happened without. That's a skull, I can tell it is. There was an abandoned hospital. Amazing grammar here. There's an abandoned hospital in Mali that has organs, guts, and blood in all the rooms. Couldn't find any information about this hospital. This is literally just the same music from another. This is literally just the same music from another phase. Forgot what phase it was. Just sped up. One room even got abandoned during an operation. I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, almost anything you can think of has. Yeah. Even young characters. It's just the internet for you, young.
No!
Over 27K trees are cut down for everyday toilet paper. Is it worth it?
The answer is no.
And money doesn't grow on trees. But here's the thing. People say money doesn't grow on trees, right? It doesn't. It's made from trees. Yeah. See, yeah. Money doesn't grow on trees. It's made from trees. Drinking too much soda under 24 hours can kill you. Is it worth it? No. Debatable verdict? That's like realistic trolls. Just very, just very saturated. When you're alone at your house and afraid, you're actually afraid that you're not alone at your house. This one's complicated. I'll let the commenters decide this one. That one's true because and you're when you're afraid, you're actually afraid that you're not alone in your house. That someone else is just a very saturated version of realistic. You're not afraid of the dark. You're afraid of what's inside the dark. It just got inverted. That's my face right now from watching this. Yep, Delta Power drug, but it did have coca leaf in it. Oh God, Coca Cola? That's crazy. It's not the power drug. It's the Your average human walks past 36 murders in their life. Don't trust everyone around. Don't trust everyone around you. Dang, bro. So you're telling me I'm gonna? So you're telling me I'm gonna walk past 36 murders? Oh God, I haven't seen one yet. This video is still not almost over. 9 more minutes. It's actually 10 and a half. McDonald's used to cook people, so McDonald's would have been shut down for a long time. If so, McDonald's would have been shut down a long time ago. Yeah, it's true. Spider-Man is based on a true story. Yeah, I don't think a kid that thinks creepy pastas are real. Yeah, I don't think a kid that thinks creepypastas are real should be making these. Oh yeah, this is definitely in a house. What the hell is that? Oh my God. No, probably true. This is this is what our face would look like if there were no muscles. It's not factual. It's just a guess. That is terrifying. It probably would look like that because no muscles, just flesh, no skin, and the shape of the skull. This would definitely look like it if it was in the dark. Shine down with a flashlight, or at least looking at the screen. That is.
I've been needing more art in my bedroom and
My
recently
actual-
painted this canvas. However, I wasn't quite sure.
There's enough evidence to support it. Dr. Miss Batista, born and died in 2021. There was no doctor named this. I see why this troll's face is smiling now, even though it's red and disturbing looking. Half of it, bro, half of this troll's face is half of the troll's face. His mouth is open, and then the other half is closed. How is that possible? has a place called the Red Rooms. No. Blood, murder, gore, and gruesome death. Gruesome death. Cannibalism is. Oh, yeah. There's no. But you're not saying it isn't true. If you stay in the quietest room in the world for 3 minutes, you would go insane. The maximum amount, the maximum of time an average person can handle in the room is 45 minutes. What is that image? Yo! One group drank. One girl drank too much Coca-Cola and ate too much Pop Rocks and exploded. Parents heard a loud sound come from her room. They went to check it and they saw the guts, blood, and organs of hers on her floor. This image is so foolish. This is impossible and has never happened. If that was true, this is what she would look like. Probably true. Someone by the name of Gary Anderson was a very religious man before he died from being hit in the head by a tape measure. How do you die from getting hit in the head by a tape measure? How the hell do you die by getting hit in the head with a tape measure? Right before he died, he got hit. Right before he got hit, he was telling a story about to someone on how, dude, that is crazy. On how God is good, he died. What? His mother in 2015 died from a broken escalator. She fell into the escalator, and the escalator pulled her to her death. Her son saw the whole thing. At least she kept her son safe. At least that's fine. This is Mr. Incredible now. Finally, we're back. Bro's got one red eye and one bob eye. They don't know who I'm talking about. Bob F and F. Uh, yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, right there. Those are the eyes that he used. And yes, they were animated. The Bob ones. He's seen it all. He looks terrified of something. Why is he staring at me? He looks terrified of something. At least she kept her son safe. At least that's good. It's not like her son's gonna be traumatized for the rest of his life after seeing his own mother die. It's true. The top of Mount Everest, there are 230 dead bodies up there. It's actually unknown how many dead bodies are at the top of Mount Everest. You know why? It's every single time someone tries to see how many there actually are, they become one of the dead bodies. There are actually 8 more minutes left. Are you sure about that? It's looking like it's 11 minutes. There's actually 11 minutes left. If not, 10 minutes and 55 seconds. 10 minutes and 5 seconds left. So you're off by 2 minutes. Gorilla in 2016 was shot dead when a child broke in and a gorilla named Harambe tried to make him feel safe. They shot Harambe right in front of the child. The gorilla was more protective than the kid's parents. You already know this if you remember the meme. Yeah. Someone by the name of Grox literally just recreated Minecraft. I don't even know why he recreated the meme in Minecraft. This is the same face as the previous face. Thanks, Captain Obvious. It's literally the same face. Since we've already seen it, we're just gonna skip forward.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This
I didn't even get up. People die every second. About 2 people die every second. Yep. And we don't know those. We don't know those. Two girl. The video shows. This is also the same face as the previous. But this one's not animated. And the music is slowed down. Actually, it's not even slowed down. Oh no, it's slowed down. No, it's slowed down. For now, there's 9 minutes of the level. 9 minutes of video left. There has been a few cases of spontaneous human combustion. Yes, you heard that right. This is a pseudoscience. People don't spontaneously combust ever. Apparently, spontaneous human combustion. I'm just gonna show you all real quick. Spontaneous human combustion basically means people literally light on fire and burn to ashes out of nowhere. No cause of it, nothing. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. And it's just a theory. I'm betting there's still a smile behind that. Yeah, they did. It's just a try to guess how many phases the template has. Only 5% will get it right if you count all of them. I counted 107. There's 107. There's 107 phases in this. Is that right? Oh my god, what is this music? This sound was a small world but reverse. Low pitched and scarier. It's the creepy piano version of It's a Small World. Wait, that's what I've been hearing. Da 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 da. Wait, Daisy, dude, Daisy Bell. Daisy, Daisy. Most people, a person that's killed is over 78 million. Thomas Midgley Jr. killed over 100 million people from lead poisoning? Give me your answer, dude. I'm half crazy for the love of you. Man, bro. A YouTuber by the name of Elliot Roger made a video on how he's going to Isla Vista and kill people there, all because what? What? He ended up killing 7 people, including himself. He killed himself by shooting himself in the head. Didn't know this guy was a YouTuber until a few years ago. Dang. Lenscat Productions was a YouTuber that made anime reviews. He ended up killing his entire family. Planned to wait. What? They planned to kill 70 people. Found out about that made anime Obama. After 20 minutes of hell, you finally get a phase break. Here you go. The name Barack means blessed. The name of it is of Arabic origin and is most commonly used in feminine.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Are we finally done? No, we're not. Now we're back. This is a thumbnail picture for a game in Roblox. The answer is no. This is a picture for an Xbox Gmod. Bunga. For a next bot in Gmod. Actually, God, that is cursed. Oh yeah, and this song is actually in a Sonic game. Hold on one sec. Anyway, enough of this. Sonic. It's actually a thing. Yeah, creepiest moment in video games. There's so many of them. Very scary hidden message. Now, if you actually go into CD, go to sound test, and you do what is it? 46, 46, 12, and 46, 12, 25. Then you click Audio is creepy images found in games. This is Majin. Such chin is not that long. There's actually an explanation.
Sonic CD, let me just change some settings. So, what is this mysterious screen? If you explore Sonic CD's sound test mode, you could stumble into this secret screen if you choose these combinations. It's Sonic's face wrapped into something nightmare-worthy, with the word "fun is infinite." For years, players thought this was some kind of dark message, but there is actually an explanation. The word "Majin" in the corner, it freaked people out. It sounded like demon in Japanese, but turns out Majin was the nickname of Masato Nishimura, one of the game's developers. This screen was an Easter egg, nothing sinister, but combine it with the creepy music. Yeah, I get why it scared many kids. Sonic CD, let me just...
It's actually Soink versus Sonic.exe. There's a mod called versus Sonic.exe, which I'm actually gonna download right now. But Jesus, you have to do that to Tails. You can see Majin Sonic right there. You ain't slick, buddy. We all know you. Why is bro crying? Why? Why is bro so? Why does bro look so pissed? But yeah. Close. So if I do Sonic.exe, Sonic.exe, final build. We just do this. This is the newest one. This is the final build, and this is finally done. It's a .rar though. I'm wondering. Um, will automatically update as the mod progresses. This is definitely different from this is definitely different from the other mod. Incomplete official. It's a cancel build. It's complete official. FNF archiving? Yeah, right here. Friday Night fucking archives. Now Friday Night archives. Friday Night archiving. Right here. 1.0. Free. Okay, well, let's just download 2.0. But yeah, But yeah, apparently they are known. Excuse me, what? Dude, what? It's literally a .rar. Why is everything gotta be a .rar all the time, bro? It's a .rar. Everything is literally a .rar. I have to get an extension in order to open it. Extension. .rar file format. File info. Well, yeah, this is an actual thing.
Sonic EXE. Lord X. Majin Sonic. Rewrite Sonic. Sunky MPEG. Fleetway Supersonic. Sonic EYX.
Sonic.euyx.
EYX.
Dude, so I thought EYX is actually the scariest.
Faker. Needle mouse.
Needle? Let's go that.
Fatal error.
Wait, fatal.
Sonic ER.
Sonic.ER.
Exeter. Sonic OMT.
Why is bro?
Sonic. In Sonic.
Why is bro laughing? Is that how
Sonic EXE.
the OG Sonic.exe laugh? Is Dog Nightmares? Dog Nightmares is the most disturbing analog. Or Sonic.exe game is the most brutal.
Lord X. Majin Sonic.
Honestly, hold on a sec. How long have I been streaming? Okay, it's literally been an hour. Alright, what I'm gonna do really quick, you're gonna see right here. It's a dude. Look at that, dude. Dude. You really think that he isn't terrifying? Look at that. Oh my god. This is EYX. Dude, what? I don't care. Come on. I don't care about your advertisement about your game. This is Power World? What the hell even is this? What even is this? What even is that? Was it Mario 6? Wait, I wanted the oh no, it's an EXE. Mario is dead. It's too late. Hotel Mario 6 by the Archiver. Or Hotel Mario 666 was a Screamer game. So the gameplay similar to Luna games. It's gone script. So yeah. But either deleted by its creator or taken down for an unknown reason. Unknown reason? Look at this profile! Unknown reason? It must have gotten taken down by freaking Nintendo. And look at this. You really think it wouldn't have gotten taken down by Nintendo? You really think? This game is Is this game a virus? This game is a virus. Make sure when the fun begins, you can just end the test with Task Manager and delete the game. Simple. Whoever the zombie guy is, he's not a smart. He's not smart. Dumb fuck. You motherfucker. I ain't playing. It's called Space Hamster. I think it's Hamster. No, it's Hamster. But Space Hamster. This guy. A variety channel all about video games. And creepy video games as well, because that's what his channel thrives on. Bootlegs and horror. Perfectly balanced meme generator. Wait, what? Zona fan games? Pinball games. What is that? That's not even. What is it? It's literally just the minions. That's literally just the minions in a banana. What even? It's the minions by green. Bootleg Mario game. I think I already have this though. Don't I already have this? I think I already have it downloaded because I. Hold on. Downloads. I think I have it downloaded already. Wait. DDLC. All Clicker Mac. Deleting all versions. Wait a minute. Orneo. Just trolling. It's MK Kills Day. Yep, I have it right here. I already have it downloaded. So, yeah. And the song called I Want to See You, I actually used in Scratch Project Unknown. Right here. Scratch Project Unknown. And I used it as the literal first one. And I'm gonna be honest, I kinda cooked with it too. I later updated it from being like, But yeah, I might make an entire video just based off of these. But anyway, this is not really what we're here for. What even? Oh my god! Where's Fortnite and PUBG ripoff? Is that Minecraft? What? Like Mario games, okay. But yeah, he thrives off of bootlegs, hacks, and horror. And horror videos. Creepy Easter eggs in video games, such as the hell trees, Mario. It was in Mario Galaxy, Hell Valley Sky trees. Yeah, right there. They're actually in one of the places in Super Mario. You can see them in the very distance, but those are the trees. And that is the image that is just spread around. This is in Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2. How big are they? Let's be honest. They're actually massive. 7-year mystery solved by Greek Geek Remix. Figure quantity. But yeah, those are the Hell Valley Sky Trees. That's actually in the files of the game. You can check in the files of the game and see the image called the Hell Valley Sky Trees. I don't know why Nintendo thought it was a good idea to sneak in this little Easter egg. That's one of
The fall and Halloween are probably one of my favorite times of the year. Candy, costumes, man, who doesn't like that? Halloween especially is like the last hurrah before everyone goes into hibernation. Eat lots of candy, dress up, hibernate. Inevitably, Halloween always gets me thinking about creepy things, and that got me thinking about creepy things in video games. And I'm not just talking about jump scares, I'm talking about things that'll make you think, things that'll make you paranoid or even ponder or double take over something you've just heard or seen. So I think it's time we start looking at some creepy things in video games. Let's get started.
Top 10 creepy Easter eggs in video games.
Oh, I love this remix.
Doom!
Honestly, though, the thing is, I actually used the Pac-Man theme song for my intro, and I might use that remix for the intros of my videos.
Is a game. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Doom is actually a game series I have a personal history with. I can distinctly recall playing this game on old DOS systems when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Should I have been playing?
Bro, are you kidding me?
There's no way you sneaked in when it's probably the most dead memes ever.
Playing this game when I was 6 or 7 years old?
You said it again. Oh my god.
No! Definitely not. In fact, I'm pretty sure it gave me nightmares, which is pretty silly by today's standards because this is what the game looks like. Suspend your disbelief for a second and imagine yourself as a kid back in the 90s. This game was actually pretty scary. There were some really horrific monster designs, and don't forget the fact that this was a pretty new game concept for its time. Nobody had done something like this before, so it was an entirely new experience for its time. Back on track, however, there's a lot of good Easter eggs in this game series. One of the creepier and more popular Easter eggs has to come from the Doom 3 series. In it, there is a mirror. Gripping stuff, I know. Later, after the Hellspawn has been released, you want to go back to this bathroom and look into the mirror. You'll find something is a bit off with the mirror this time around. Is there something in my teeth? Capcom games have really gone downhill. What is this turkey puncher game? My favorite creepy Easter egg from the Doom series has to be from Doom 2, though. In the final level titled Icon of Sin, you'll hear a low-pitched grumbling. This is actually John Romero himself telling you that you have to kill him to beat the game. To win the game, you must kill me, John Romero. Except, he's not really anywhere to be found. So there was a lot of confusion about this for a long time. Eventually it was found out that in order to see John Romero, you had to actually cheat at the game. By typing in the code ID clip, you would turn on no clipping mode, thus allowing you to go through all the walls. Naturally, you'd want to walk into the Icon of Sin, and those who did were greeted by something pretty disturbing. Because John Romero's head would be on a spike behind the wall. I always thought that was pretty creepy on its own, but just wait until you hear what he sounds like when he gets hurt. Black and White 2. Wonderful! Yeah! Black and White definitely goes down as one of my favorite God games ever created. I have talked about this game in the past before, so for the sake of sounding redundant, I'm only going to talk about this game a little bit. Black and White 2 is generally a pretty laid-back game. Most of the time you're just kind of kicking back and watching your city evolve on its own. Some people might find that kind of boring, but I find it pretty fun. What I don't find fun though is that the game actually data mines your computer for something very specific. And that's kind of important because it plays into the creepy factor. Occasionally, when a citizen of your city dies, sometimes you'll hear a whisper that goes like this. Essentially, it's just telling you that someone died. What it's not telling you is that it actually data mined your computer and it was looking for your name. So every once in a while, when a citizen of your city dies, it doesn't whisper death. It whispers your name. I tried to make it say my name, but unfortunately I don't think my name was among the choices. It actually has a pretty hefty list of common names that it could potentially say. So imagine yourself playing this game well into the night with the only light being the computer monitor shining onto you. And imagine if the game said your name. What? That's not my name! Wrong room, down the hall!
Star Fox! Here's a fox!
Barrel roll! If there's one thing I figured out about Star Fox, it's that I'm very, very not good at it. In fact, I don't even know how many times I died trying to get this little secret. But speaking of secrets, there happens to be a pretty spooky Easter egg in this game. Go figure. The creepiness factor is highly debatable, but I'm gonna do it anyway. The first step is to pick the third row level progression where you start in Corneria, move on to the asteroid field, and then Fortuna. The objective here is to get to the second level, so beat the first level. I won't let you down, Captain. Okay, here we go, round 2. I got this. I got this. Can we fast forward past this? Stage 2. It's an asteroid field. Wait. This is the level where the Easter egg takes place. What you're trying to do is trigger a special event, so keep your eye out for 2 large asteroids. Throughout the stage you'll pass many and they'll look pretty identical, but these 2 are pretty distinct and much bigger. The first one's gonna be on the left and the second one on the right. To trigger the event, shoot the one on the right until it explodes. If you do it correctly, some sort of weird bird-like enemy will spawn and fly towards the screen. Go against your intuition and fly into it. A really strange event will occur and you'll be teleported out of the level. You're then sent back out to the map screen where some mysterious music will start to play. You're also forcibly sent to an unmarked level, which is later referred to as out of this dimension. You're sent to this really strange level where a lot of random events will occur. The weirdest part has to be the fact that all of the planets and moons seem to have really weird faces. It kinda seems like Star Fox dropped a lot of LSD and decided to go flying, because there's a lot of really weird things that happen. Now this is kind of the part that I'm thinking is debatable, because the music that's actually playing is pretty campy. And it's not necessarily intentionally being creepy. Further debate could be had because you essentially play a slot machine for the second half of this level, so if you like gambling, that's gonna be fun. But I think the creepiest part of this is that there is one final realization to be had. What you have to do is basically play the slot machines until you die or get 777. After you get that, letters spell out the end. From then on out, you're endlessly flying through space. There is no real end to the game. Even before the level starts, the text is indicating that Star Fox is gone. The implications of this point to the idea that Star Fox is eternally lost. You either fly endlessly or die. And there's something a little unsettling about that. Five Nights at Freddy's is not typically the type of game I would play. I don't generally like horror games. But if you don't know what it is by now, it's a game that takes place in a Chuck E. Cheese-esque restaurant. You're the nighttime security, but there is a twist. The animatronic animals get up and walk around, and if they catch you, you die. So it's your job to conserve power and use it only when necessary to keep yourself alive. As much as I enjoy the dichotomy between this and other horror games, namely the fact that you are stuck in the same area instead of having to move around yourself, that doesn't change the fact that this game is actually pretty creepy, albeit a bit short. Plus, there's a pretty spooky Easter egg in this game if you know where to look. It's quite an easy Easter egg to trigger, in fact you might have already seen it. It is, however, most common on the first night. So start up a new game and start playing on the first night. If you go to room 2B in the bottom left, you'll see a poster of Freddy. It looks like an ordinary poster, but it actually has a dark secret. Occasionally, if you go to this room, Freddy will have changed to a golden Freddy with no eyes and a creepy smile, and you'll hear this laugh. I think the creepiest part is the moment you bring down your camera. I find the most impressionable part of this Easter egg to be the fact that it crashes your game completely, leaving you silently on your desktop, pondering what happened.
It's kind of like what One Night at Flumpty's 3 did. They made Golden Flumpty kind of fit in with the things, making you have to, but you have to flip up. Once you do, he will jump scare. Or crash again.
Sonic the Hedgehog is probably the last place you'd go looking for creepy Easter eggs. Well,
Right.
unless you're playing Sonic.exe. What is happening? Hello? Sonic, is that you? This place is really creepy, man. However creepy that is, it is supposed to be creepy because it is based off a creepypasta, and I've now said creepy way too many times. But what about when it comes to real Sonic games? Is there any slightly scary things in those? Well, yeah. In Sonic CD, if you
Yup, it's talking about Majin Sonic.
go to the time attack mode and play the special stages and get a cumulative time under 4 minutes, you'll actually unlock the sound test mode. There's actually a lot of secrets in these sound test settings if you put in the proper combinations. Putting in 1211 will get you a secret screen cap saying, "See you in the next game," with a picture of Tails. Attempting 421 gets you this Sonic still that's very reminiscent of something Batman-ish. You can also get this cute still of Sonic by inputting the numbers 11, 9. 32 and 8 will net you this screen cap that appears to be an unfinished level design concept. You can also unlock this special stage where you play as Tails. Aw yeah, Tails baby! It's really hard to control though. Also, Dr. Eggman is watching you. That's weird. If you were adamant enough, you would eventually stumble onto 1225. You'll get this really spooky still of a Sonic that's repeating with a deformed face. There's also a Japanese message, and when translated only adds to how spooky this really is. The translation reads, Infinite Fun, Sega Enterprises. Image by Majin, which if you research this Japanese term stands for devil, which means this screen cap is signed by the devil himself. Now obviously this is a hoax that the Sonic developers put in the game, but try to imagine yourself as a kid once again and stumbling upon this.
That's only
It's spoopy.
It's also fun now. Hey, yeah.
The Grand Theft Auto series has always had a bunch of Easter eggs. As somewhat of a comedic series, it tends to parody real-life situations a lot, like the fact that it incorporates Bigfoot in its games, or even aliens. With all those Easter eggs, there's bound to be a few spooky ones out there. Like in Grand Theft Auto 4, you can actually see the heart of the city, which is represented by a real heart that's chained up. As creepy as that could potentially be, I think the most disturbing Easter egg is actually the ghost Easter egg from Grand Theft Auto 5. The tone and feel of this one is just a little bit darker. So it's time to grab a plane and fly over to the northeastern side of Los Santos. In my experience, it's always best to do these types of things in style. Alright, we're here. Step 1, don't get mauled by a cougar. Step 2, go back. Step 3, parachuting. We did it! Ow! Now that we're here, this is actually the part of the map that you're looking for. It's in the northeastern section of Los Santos, and it's called Mount Gordo. This right here is the bend in the path that you're looking for. This event is only triggered at 11 o'clock at night, so it looks like I've got some time to kill. Step 4, murder! Once the clock strikes 11, look at this cliffside facing the coastline. If you're there at the proper time, you'll find an image of a ghost hovering over the cliffside. The closer you get, the more she disappears, but you can always see her through the scope on your sniper rifle. There also happens to be a name that appears in blood on the cliffside, and the name appears to be Jock. There's also a page on the in-game internet referencing this quote-unquote accident. In it, you can actually see that the victim's husband's name was Jock, subtly referencing that she was killed by her husband.
Dang, bro. Alright.
And this just so happens to be the same Jock that is running for governor.
Dang, bro.
Psychonauts has to be one of the best games I've never played. Well, that is until now. I didn't really know what I was missing out on. It's a really quirky, silly, and unique game where you collect a lot of things and shoot lasers with your mind. Pew! Nothing can stop my psychic reign of terror. I'm stuck. The story's actually pretty great, starting you off at a boot camp where you'll train in your psychic abilities. The way you do this, however, is by going into the minds of your instructors, creating this almost dreamlike alternate dimension where you run around and solve puzzles. When you're exploring the minds of other people, you can collect certain things, like baggage. Most importantly, for this Easter egg, you can break into certain vaults that contain memories. Once you bust them open, the memories are presented to you in this really cutesy style that's supposed to invest you emotionally by showing you a slideshow. The memories themselves serve as a backdrop for the characters. They can be really sad stories, or they can be really happy stories. A little ways into the game, you'll find yourself talking to Agent Mila Vidello. It's her job to teach you the psychic technique Levitate, and she does so by bringing you into her mind. At about the halfway point, the level starts to get a lot more vertical. And if you're paying close attention, you can see that there's this room off to the side. Once you're there, go into this side room and break into this chest.
You definitely don't want to go in there. That's a party killer right there.
Some people have pretty terrible memories that they lock away, even in real life, and this happens to be one of Mila's. So now...
It's haunted you, let us hide.
Creepy aesthetics aside, you can find out that this is not actually just a nightmare. Right before you jump down into the chest, you can find a locked memory vault. Inside is a slideshow titled Mila's Children, in which it implies that Mila was a caretaker at an orphanage. However, it seems to take a turn for the worse as the orphanage burns to the ground, and shows Mila being tormented by the memories of burning children. And things now make a little bit more sense.
Mila, where are you? Save us. Why don't you help us? Help us, Mila. Mila, where are you?
In the past, I lost countless hours to World of Warcraft. Now so much has changed I can barely figure anything out and I'd probably want to start over. Regardless, I think this game tops the best MMO list for me. And the best part is, there's some pretty creepy stuff in this game. One of the more interesting Easter eggs is that you can hear remnants of the past while traveling through Undercity. At really specific points, if you turn up your ambient volume, you can hear Arthas' return. The first part being the bells. Next, you can hear the crowd cheering for his return. And finally, you can hear the last conversation he had with his father before killing him. Another thing that's really cool is this unfinished section of the game called the Karazhan Crypts that people have glitched their way into. In it, you can see piles of bones almost as high as the ceiling, and if you decide to swim underwater, you'll see tons of corpses that have drowned. Though creepy, it's not technically something people are supposed to see. There is another creepy Easter egg that takes place early on in the game. For this, you probably want to be on the Alliance side and create a human. Play through the initial stages if you want, but the goal here is to get to Goldshire. Once you're there, become a wisp. Go to sleep. Because technically this event starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I say technically because I think the rules for this event have changed a little bit. In the northeastern section of Goldshire, you'll find this house that has leatherworking trainers inside. If you go to the second floor and go inside the room, you'll find that all your music cuts out and starts playing this ominous tone. This room becomes important later on. The reason you have to wake up at 7 AM is because a special event will trigger and 6 children will spawn. Well, at least they're supposed to. I actually looked around for an hour and couldn't find them. Go back to sleep. Come back. Die a little inside because they're still not there. Cry! Okay, so technically I think a few things have changed. What's supposed to happen is these children will walk from location to location. It all seems pretty harmless until you realize they're in a pentagram-like shape. You also might occasionally hear weird things when you follow them. And this all culminates back at the room where it seems like they're doing some sort of ceremony. And that's when you can start hearing some really creepy things.
Your friends will abandon you. You will die.
I did eventually see the children for myself, but I think it's broken because they didn't move at all. So this might go down as one of the creepiest Easter eggs that used to be in WoW. Let's talk Animal Crossing. Generally, it's a pretty laid
Animal Crossing, I know there's one in here.
back and happy experience. Most of the time you're just doing a set of chores for your neighbors in order to collect as many things as possible, make money, and
An ovoid.
and make some friends with the sentient and
The ovoid actually is part of this. The ovoid is actually part of the
animals living in your town. This is my new town, and I named it Buttland. I'm 25. I probably got the worst layout a town could ever get, with the bridges being on the north side and south side, so that means anytime I want to do anything, I have to go all the way around. The game was probably punishing me for being so juvenile. I actually got a few good neighbors in my town. I think my favorite one has to be Oxford. He's kind of a dick. There's always been a lot of Easter eggs in Animal Crossing. My favorite definitely has to be the NES collectibles that you get through the lottery at the Nook store. There's even some that you can't even get legitimately, so you have to use a cheat device. Everything in this game just seems so happy. But there is one Easter egg in this game that is actually pretty freaky. And I'm not even talking about the fact that I got a horse neighbor named Elmer. Yeah. I guess you know where he's gonna end up. Even though that's made of cow stuff, like milk. Has a cow on the... Without spoiling the Easter egg quite yet, here's what you have to do. For this trick to work, you're gonna need another memory card with a second town on it that you can visit. Head over to the train station and board the train to the second town. The game will...
Wait. Yeah, this is the ones.
Then dump some traveling data onto the other card. Once you board the train, you need to actually reset your game. Boop. Once you come back, you'll be greeted by a villager from your town that has to restore your save data. This is actually the indication that the Easter egg is about to work. And if you've gotten Mr. Rossetti like I have here, you've done it wrong. Restore your save data and get into the game. You'll notice something is a bit off, because your face is now actually missing. Not only that, but you've lost all of your belongings in Bells. The implications of this actually go a little bit further, because your face actually resembles a gyroid, and gyroids in themselves are themed after Japanese Hanawa, which are clay figurines that are buried with the dead. And it doesn't take much to speculate now that your character might actually be dead.
Bro, what that freaking whispering though? One.
Back in 2004, Half-Life 2 revolutionized the first-person shooter. Whoa, physics. Whoa, physics. Let's play some fetch, dog. Whoopsies. Now, there's a lot of secrets in this game, but most of the time it comes down to hidden areas where you can just find ammo and health. But in my opinion, that's not necessarily very scary. There are, however, some really creepy secrets in this game, and you have to be paying really close attention to even realize they're there. Like, did you know G-Man actually follows you throughout the game? You can only see him in quick little glimpses, but he's there.
Wait, what? He's actually there.
He often comes up in places you wouldn't expect him to be, where there's lots of action going on. He always seems to be just watching you. Oh, crap. Wait, hold on. I gotta... wait. He always seems to be just watching you. Okay, bye. As creepy as that could possibly be, it's very easy to miss. You could just not be paying attention at all and not even know this exists. However, there is an Easter egg in this game that I find creepier than the G-Man just following you around. The thing is, though, you've heard it probably. Well, let me rephrase that. You haven't heard it the right way. During the creepiest section of the game, Ravenholm, there's a priest character who sets up a lot of traps for the zombies. The type of trap you're looking for is a fire trap. So lead a couple zombies to a fire trap and you'll actually get the Easter egg. Like I said, you've probably heard this before, but not in the right way. You actually have to reverse the footage and you'll hear one of the creepiest things. What? I saw you knock it over. I ain't picking that up. You know, you pick it up. You pick it up. Okay, I'll pick it up. You know what? I'm a rebel though, so even the game agrees I'm defiant. Hey guys, thanks a lot for sticking it out till the end of the video. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video and you want to see more videos like these, click that subscribe and like button. And if you want to stay up to date on anything